Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. Sorry, I was choked on air there. But welcome to my channel today, and thank you for joining me. I am working on ephemera today for the hardback cover books, the 3 journals that in my series that I've been working on. So today I'm working on an ephemera because I had to order some wax cord, so I can't do the binding right now. I have some wax cord, but it's not the right colors. So I got my colors ordered and I'll have them in on Tuesday. So hopefully my plan is to get the rest everything else done, and then I'll be binding and I'll be done. So yesterday I posted a video on finishing the ephemera from the Prevention magazine. So some of this can be used in those journals. It's nice vintage ephemera. And after the video, like I didn't finish all of the ephemera in the video because there was just too much for me to finish in the video, and I ran out of time. So I was going to flip through really super quick, so hopefully I don't go too fast for you, but just to show you everything I made from one Prevention magazine. I probably could have cut out a couple more, but I think I got everything that was really neat and interesting, I thought. So anyway, here's a quick flip through, and just to show you, the finished products from the magazine. Like these can be used for tags or pockets, tuck spots, little like collage type decorations for pages or pockets. This is the cut part of the back cover. I put two little flowers right here. After the video, I finished these. I did sew around these. They're backed with coffee dyed paper, really sturdy now. Not just one piece of paper, it's 2 pieces of paper. And I looked at my flower punches. I just have flower punches that I punch out if I have something that I don't know what to do with, but I don't want to throw it out, and it's the neat like 70s colors or something. I punched flowers. This is from a music book, so this was a flower I had in there, and this was a sticker set. So I put the 2 together on here because I thought these looked like 70s colors, even if this was from, even if it was older, the yellow and orange. And so put 2 flowers there and sewed around it. This one, I don't know if I did this on camera or not, but that's going to be like, I'll treat this as a bookmark / journaling spot. This is the little name from the front cover of the Prevention magazine, which I rounded cut the corners, put a number there, and added a little flower right there, which it looked, kind of gave me a 70s vibe from this color. It is June 1959. There's the date right there, actually. So, the little flower, it just looked like 70s green to me, and I added like a little kind of flower power type of decoration there. I think we did this one on video, so you've seen these. We did this one on video. This is another piece from the back cover where I added a flower, pinched out flower, and a little sticker. These, I think most of these we did on video. You saw her. This one, these I think I did after I finished, after the video. Really super cute. I just put a piece of Tim Holtz flower on there, and then kind of glued it down, and then turned it over, kind of cut around and cut the extra off, because those flowers are a lot bigger than that, and those turned out super cute. This one said sunflower kernels on it, so I put the sunflowers, or they look like sunflowers to me. Here's a piece here. Let's see. Looks like I need a little glue under there. These are thick, so sometimes it is hard to get them glued down. Here's another piece from the back cover with the flowers. 2 layers of flowers, and another one here. Whoops, I'm trying to see which way is upright. So, yeah, you saw this one. I think I finished this one after the video. You saw that. This one might have been after, I'm not sure. Anyway, you get the idea. Lots of ephemera here, added to my ephemera stash, and lots of really cool old vintage ads saved from disintegrating one day, because you can see they're very brown, and probably if you folded some of these they would crack and start, like when I tore this out, you can see that was ready to crack. So yeah, they're preserved now, backed and preserved onto the file folder. So let me put these back here, back of me, out of the way. Let me add a little glue to this one real quick, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. I started working on some pieces that I have sitting in here on my table to like, you know, these are things I probably want to put and make into ephemera for these book journals, and just have tried to organize it here on my table, so when I was ready to do ephemera, that the pieces would be here. So let me just get this glued down, and so this can be drying while because my plan is to get these journals done by, say, Tuesday or Wednesday night, and have them in my shop by Tuesday or Wednesday night. So we'll see how that goes. But I might need to put a little binder clip on there, hold that down while it glues. Let me grab one. See if I can get a binder clip over that far, or maybe a paper clip. Yep, I think it's gonna have to be a paper clip. I've got all my clips right here behind me in a drawer. I've got paper clips, binder clips, and I've got a lot of little ones, but I know I have some big ones in here too. Yeah, here's a big one right down here. So when I need paper clips, I have them all right here. I can grab whatever kind of clip I want. There we go. Let's see, put one there, and another one right here, and get this glued down solid, or held down while it dries here. There we go, that should do the trick. Okay, hopefully that will do it. Okay, I'm gonna put this in back of me too. And so what I'm working on this morning, after the, after last night I finished that, and then this morning I worked on this pile. This is the stuff I had sitting here waiting for me to work on from different, some of these are from the different books, and some of them are just things that were Valentine-y. So this is from the Scooby-Doo Valentines that I showed in my thrifted videos. There was a sheet of stickers, and I have some more here. I'll show you. Like this sheet of stickers. This one's pulled off. But I thought, well, what am I going to do with these? These cute little stickers. So I said, well, they're about the shape of a postage stamp. So I started making postage stamps, little pieces from them. So this one, I looked in my scrap box and found a piece of cardstock. So this is kind of a neutral brown on this side and tan on this side cardstock. So I made a bunch of stamps. I did try one on, I wanted to see how it looks on, they looked on gingham, and I tried one with red polka dots in the back round to put on the red gingham, and I think that looks really cute too. So, it just depends on if you wanted to make some out of little stickers. Just depends on what colors and kind of style they are. These are, of course, Scooby-Doo, so they're more modern than an old vintage book or something, but super cute. So those will be fun to put in these journals. A piece from a children's magazine that I used, February issue, that I'm using I took apart and cut up for these journals. So that's just a little piece that was in there, and it's so cute, put on a file folder. This is a piece from the let me see, My Beloved book. This is from the My Beloved book, this square right here. I backed it on some pretty scrapbook paper, put a piece of lace here, backed it on, all of that onto file folder. This is a piece from the magazine, a little heart crossword puzzle. And a child did do this back in maybe whatever this was from, I think 58. A fussy cut around the edges. This is Abraham Lincoln, and George Washington. And so I thought it was a really cute thing. It's, first of all, Valentine, and then second of all, a child wrote in crayon and tried to do this crossword puzzle. there's not really many words here, so apparently it's wrong. The words are mostly wrong, but still I thought it was cute even though it was written on. And then this is a piece that I cut out or printed out, a free printable I found online. So I printed that out and made it into a big journaling card. It's distressed around the edges, and this word was from a paper pack, and I thought I had it here sitting thinking I need to use this somewhere. It's so pretty. And so I ended up using it right there. I rounded the corners and with my corner rounder and used the smallest corner right there, and it came out so cute with those just little tiny rounded corners. It was so neat how that turned out. I don't use that one very much, so I usually use this one, and it's a bigger rounded corner. And so I was like, well, let me try this one. This one is the medium rounded corner. So cute. I love that corner rounder. It is linked in under my videos if you need a corner rounder. I'm going to add that to my ephemera pile back here. And so today what I thought I'd work with, I have more bits and pieces I pulled out. Some paper dolls. I have all the little bunch of stuff in this box here. This is a piece from that magazine. Here's what it was. Children's Activities, February 1955. I said 1958, but it's actually 1955. And then just all these little comic strip, paper dolls. Here from that same magazine. This is from something else, little children's dictionary. And this flower was on a page I was using for something else, and I was like, oh, this was left. And I was like, oh, this is so pretty. I have to cut this out and use it. And so other little bits and pieces here. Some wax seals that are ready to glue on something. These are pieces that are ready to go, except for the ribbon I want to tie on to these little tags right here. So I need to do that. So that's two little things I need to take care of. Here's a bunch of the stickers, Scooby-Doo. I've got the paper dolls. I've got a bunch of file folder here I can use for backing. I got some more of this red and white gingham to use. So I was going to show you how I do that. I've got some red heart stickers, I'll put that in my little scrap box, Edith Holden scrap, and this was something I got in Happy Mail, which I think is a neat journaling card. So I wanted to see if I could decorate that. And then I think I'll be ready to stuff things into the journals and make my ephemera folders. So I'll put that in my bits and pieces box. And I have some other things to show you here. Some backgrounds already made, but let's just do a couple of Scooby-Doo stamps real quick, and I will show you how simple these are. I mean, super simple. As long as you can get the sticker off of its backing, you're ready to go. So yeah, these were giving me a hard time earlier. I probably should have already pulled them off, because if this one doesn't come off pretty quick, I'll just try another one. But yeah. Okay, yeah, it's coming. Well, the backing is coming off in pieces. Okay, little strip and another little piece. Okay, so I'm just putting them down in a way where I have plenty of room to cut around. And you know, I like to preserve my paper, but I don't like to put it down in a way that it's going to make me stress as far as cutting it out. So left plenty of room around that one, and that has some reddish hues in it, so I thought that would be okay. This one, let's see if we can get this one off. If I can't, I will try another one. Oh, it's coming off. Oh, again with the strips. That is kind of strange that it has two pieces on the back. Or maybe that, well, hello, that's probably for, okay, now I see how it works. That's for getting them off, I guess. Let me try another one, because if that's how they work, see, okay, that's what it is. That's how you get them off. You bend it there, and then, hello, you can get them off easier. Okay, the things you discover on video, right? Of course that's how they work, and this is a paw print. Okay, so I think I'm leaving enough room in between, and I'm trying to get them straight. Since this has got a pattern, I kind of need to get it straight onto the checkerboard here. So then I've got my scallop scissors that I have from, let's see, I don't think I'm going to need my glue for a second, so let me put this pin in my art glitter glue there. I was just using it. And so, you know how postage stamps are, they're not, you know, it's a very thin border around, and I don't have postage edge, you know, edging scissors, so I just use these scallops that I have. They're close enough as far as I'm concerned. I think they look good for a postage stamp edge. And so I'm just going to cut a small border around and try to get them all pretty much the same as far as not too big or not too small. And hopefully they all come out the same and I won't have to do too much more trimming. Kind of trimming right next to the, almost right next to the stamp, so that hopefully that way they'll come out the same. You know, the little edges of my scallop. That's a very thin border. That's a little bit thinner than I've been doing. Kind of like a little bit more border around if I can get it. But that one's cute. I'm going to leave it like that. And here's another one. So that's just that simple. And of course, if you have something that's not a sticker that you want to make into a postage stamp, then you just glue it down. And instead of, you know, it already being sticky because it's a sticker. Okay, so 3 more postage stamps from our Scooby-Doo stickers. I'll stick that back here, our other stuff. So that's how I've been doing those. Just no big deal. So let me put that over here. I've got some scraps over here that in case I need scraps, I have them ready. And so extra stickers. Extra, I might be able to use this piece that looks like a good little border, possibly. Okay, extra stamps. Where do I want? I'll put those back in my little box there. I'm just getting this stuff out of the way so I can work with the paper dolls now. So the paper dolls, I have 2 options, and I'll show you what I pulled out besides the file folder. Some really cool stuff that I worked on. Let's see if that goes in my box. Last September, I went to Florida for a week and stayed with my parents. My mom had just had knee replacement surgery, so we went, me and my husband, and we helped out, you know, my dad with taking care of my mom and, you know, taking care of things around the house and making dinner and getting stuff at the store that we, you know, we all needed. They needed, we needed. Anyway, so I made a bunch of these, and these are all the neutral ones. I have a bunch of colored ones too, but that week I didn't know what to take with me because I knew I was going to have some crafting time. So I didn't know what to take, so I just like took all my scraps, and at that time I had a giant box of scraps. And I ended up gluing them down on things like this. So like these are all the neutral ones. The colored ones were overwhelming for the paper dolls. But I thought my idea with the paper dolls is to make them into journaling tags. I don't want to fussy cut them out because they're very delicate and these could rip off very easily. And you know, you can glue them down on a page or something, but I'm going to go ahead and put them on cardstock. I think that's the best way to preserve these right here. And then they'll be journaling cards, even though they'll be tall, like bookmarks or journaling cards. They'll be down and hopefully preserved, right? So these are the ones, the neutral, all my neutral scraps. I did intertwine some with the colored scraps too, but then I thought, well, let's see what, you know, the neutral ones look like all together, and they really look pretty. These are on cardboard, okay, and you can see the cardboard through here and here, and I think that looks really pretty. And then these are just different coffee dyed, a piece of file folder. There's a yellow, so that's you know, not too dark or really super colorful. All neutral on this one. You can see how pretty that is. All neutral, even though there's some dark neutrals here, but all neutral. Again, all neutral, a little bit of lightness here, but a very vintage looking piece of forest. It's like green trees. And then again with a little piece of yellow, but all neutrals. There's a piece of black and white there. This one's two-sided. This was on a brochure that is kind of vintage looking, even though it was new. I thought it was cool, so I had that in my scraps and I just glued all over it. This is two-sided, so this is colorful on this side, but I could put the paper doll on this side and then it would be colorful on the back side. This is another brochure piece. This is some kind of paper, just a neutral piece of paper. It almost looks coffee dyed, so I mean, it might be coffee dyed paper. And you saw the cardboard. So we can do her first. She's the main paper doll, and the rest of it is her clothes. So I'm going to use art glitter glue on her, and I need a nice tall piece too. I want to have some extra above her head. So this is, let's see if I think I have a taller piece here. I could go this way and see the most of my scraps are going that way. That would be fine. I mean, I could place her wherever I want, over here, over here. Let's see what else I have. I have this one with that dark piece that would be behind her, and she would have to be this way in order for this to be tall enough. And then I have this one, and this is the brochure, and this is double-sided actually here. So it doesn't really, there's a couple, you know, I think she looks best on here. I'm going to put her right here and close to the side over here, and then we'll just slice it right here and make a big journaling card. I just want to preserve her, and she is going to go with one of these journals, so I don't know which one yet, but wherever I think she fits in best, I guess. I have, I'll probably, you know, I don't know if I'll keep her with her clothes or divide her clothes up between the 3 journals so that everybody gets a little bit of paper doll type stuff. I have more of these magazines, not that many, but I think each one, I'm pretty sure each one has paper dolls in it. And so, you know, I do have one set of paper dolls in my shop where I cut out a set of paper dolls from one of these magazines. And it's the children's magazines, the vintage children's magazines, and I cut them out, fussy cut them out, and back them onto file folder, and those are in my shop right now. So I am selling one set, but this set I thought I would use myself and see what I could do with them, you know, because I haven't never actually used paper dolls before. So as far as you know, from these vintage magazines, I did play with them when I was a kid. Of course. Most girls did have, my age anyway. Not so much anymore probably, but hopefully all girls still get to play it with paper dolls at one point or the other in their life. Because it's just something that girls need to do, right? It's just fun memory. Fun memory. Okay, she's tall. I'm going to need my other paper cutter, I think. Oh no, she'll fit in here. Okay. So I want to line her up so I can cut her over here beside, I've got about maybe ½ an inch beside this hand. So I want to try to get a ½ an inch over this hand. I might have to cut it a little bit bigger and then cut it down because I want to make sure I make it wide enough. So we're going to go for it. Here she is in all her beauty. I think she looks good, and I think we need a little corner rounding here. Let's do our little one here and see. I think I can, if I don't like the little one, I can probably do the big one. Let's try the medium one. I think that's a little bit too small for this big of a card. Okay, let's try. I guess I'm going to do the big one on this one. Yeah, that looks better. I guess since it's such a big thing that you need the bigger corner rounder on these corners. So, let's see, I need a little bit of glue right here, I see. But I don't want to do too much to her, because I want, when I put this in a journal, I want the person to be able to do what they want to do with her. I mean, I think she's beautiful just like that. She's a vintage paper doll from a children's book, and I want her to be what she is, you know what I mean, and not take away from her. So I'm gonna leave her like that, and I really like her on the on this background too. I'm glad, because at first I was just gonna put her on file folder, and then I remembered I had these collages in my and this is the back. So yeah, that is cool. So I'm gonna put this, see, I have a done pile over here too. I want to put it there so I can look at it. So pretty. Okay, so the other pieces of the paper doll I have are in this box. Let's pull them out and see what we can do with them. Here's her clothes, a nice skirt suit. And let's see, she's got a nice like coat dress here. Looks like a dress. I guess not a coat dress, I guess it's a dress with a purse. And she's wearing a scarf in this one. You can see the little headpiece there. Here's a cape, like a cape, or no, it's a jacket. It's got buttons. Jacket. A pretty dressy dress with gloves, long gloves. And I think that's it. That's all of her that I have, okay? Yep, that's all of her. So let's see if we have enough to finish out gluing all of these on paper, on this neutral paper. So let's see, the shortest piece is here, the jacket. This is one of the longer ones, and this, I'm trying to see which is the next longest, so I make sure I have some for the, this is the next longest, so let's do this one next. And we just use this, and so I can just put this right on here, like that. Or I can, if I don't want this to show, you know, around the green part, I can just cover that right up, right there. So I just don't think it looks good with that right there next to the bottom of the dress, so I would just do that, cover it up like that. Just trying not to get it too close to the edge there, because if I put it over here, then the green will be showing right there. So I think I'm going to do this. Okay, so let's glue that one down. So I just think these are special, so I don't want to do too much to them myself. And I'll let whoever gets them to use their imagination and do what they want with them. But I do like the fact that we're preserving them, you know, so that those are magazines are getting, I mean, they're already getting quite, they're almost to the stage of crackly. So, you know, I need to go ahead and do something with all of them. I got them at an estate sale, and I had never seen anything like them before as far as that version of magazine. I'll show you, it's this right here. Children's Activities from 1955. This is the February, the Valentine issue, and yeah, that's, I had never seen that children's magazine before, so I thought they were really super cool when I found them. I couldn't believe it. I just was like, I sat down. I don't think I even bought them all. There were more. I just bought the ones that, like the holidays, like Valentine's and Christmas, and a few more. But there were at least a few more, if not a lot more there that I left behind. I didn't know how much they were either. I didn't see a price. I was there on 50% off day, but still, some things can be quite pricey even on 50% off day, depending on the particular estate sale. So I'm just trying to, I got glue on my fingers already, so I'm just trying to peel some of that off. Okay, so let's cut this out and try to get it even. Let's see. Which way do I want to go? I guess I'll go this way. So we have hardly any border over here, so I'm going to get it. The piece is sticking out the farthest is her skirt, the skirt on this little dress here. So let me get this even. Pull it over a tad. Let's see, so it's going to go right. A little bit more over. Don't want to cut too much off. Can't put it back on, right? Well, you can, but don't want to try to fix that. Don't want to go there. Okay, so it's going to be right. Yeah, that should be more than wide enough. Nice little strip into our scrap pile there. Okay, so I think it's too long and too high. So I'm going to cut it off a little bit more here. And I think this is beautiful at the bottom, but I think it's just too big. So let's cut it kind of so we can have two colors at the bottom, right in the middle of this one right here, this strip. I think you can see over there, okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's perfect, because you still have two colors down here. It's so neat how that coffee dyed paper is all the different colors. So then our corner rounder, we might do a little distressing on this one because I see I've got some tiny bit of this brochure showing over right here. So I think we can just take care of that with really pretty, with some distress ink. So we're playing with paper dolls today. Pretty fun. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Maybe a little bit more over here since we put a lot right there. Just to balance it out. There we go. A little bit more right here. Okay, perfect. That's her dress. Now, I've got 3 more pieces, and I'm going to see if I have any more small pieces to use up. So this is a double-sided piece. And I like it on this side better than the other side. Let's see. I mean, this has got a yellow and a black and white over here. And this one, let's see how it looks right here. I think that would be pretty for that one. And this one could go, well, this dress sticks out pretty far. Maybe this one might have to go down here. I wonder if I could get all 3 of these on this one, because I could cut here, cut here, cut here. I guess we'll just have to try it and see. This one's pretty wide, so I don't want to, this won't be good next to that one. So we'll do these 2, and then we'll see if we have enough right here to do the dress. Okay, so some art glitter glue. I'm watching something on my TV right now too while I'm doing this. It's a YouTube video, but I have it on, you know, mute. I have it so I can't hear it, so I'm just watching it. So sometimes I look up, I'm like, what is that? That's why if you hear me laughing, I'm like not just laughing out of at nothing. I'm laughing at what's on my TV, and it's something that I can't explain right now. That's why I'm laughing. Like what? Because I'm watching my watch later list, and it's just something kind of different that I'm watching right now. I don't know where it went or what video this is. I'm not recognizing it. Okay. Oh, that looks really cool. I like that. It's funny how when you put it down, it looks different than when you just set it on there. But I think these will be fun. It would be really interesting to see what someone else does with these when they get them, right? You could glue them down on a page, sew them down onto something. What else can you do with them? You write on them, just put them in a pocket, clip them onto a page. You could color them. You could just add things to them. Some words, some lace. Okay, that looks good there. Let's cut these out in a way that we hopefully preserve this big piece here. So let me see if I can manage that. Oh, now this piece is too big for this paper cutter. Okay, I need my big paper cutter. Big guns here. Oh. Okay. All right. That looks good there for this one and this one. I'll probably have to trim more off of this one, but we'll see how it comes out. A little bit more over here because this is a very thin little amount of paper, so I'm going to try to do the same thing right there. But I don't want to cut all the way down. I want to cut down just to like right here, just below the skirt. Okay. That's cut nicely. Let's cut the jacket off next. Cut over to that line. Let's see, did we do it right? Oh, wow, perfect. Need the scissors to disconnect here. I don't want to cut into here. That's what I'm trying to avoid. And there's the jacket. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this with my scissors right here. Actually, I can cut it up a little bit more. Yeah, right here. Actually cut a little bit too far down. But we're going to see if there's room for our dress on there. I'll even that out in a second. Of course I couldn't. You know I can't cut a straight line like that big, right? Okay, now where's my dress? Here it is up here. Oh yeah, that's gonna work out, I think. Let me see. It's gonna have to be cut off right there. So it's gonna go right over to the edge. I mean, I can cut off the tip of the dress if I need to. But let's go ahead, and I don't need my big paper cutter here now for that. So let me put it out of the way. And I need to scoot up closer here. Let's glue this down, see what this looks like. It's cool stuff on the back from the magazine. There's a microscope, and it looks like that might be Abraham Lincoln right there. So even this is starting to, I didn't rip that, but it might be just starting to crack right there. That little piece, that, what is that? A glove. So yeah, this was from what do we say, 55. that's what, 60 something years old. Okay, so glue this down close to the edge. There's a little piece of extra right here, so I don't want to count that. And I can cut the top extra off in the top. Okay. Whew. It's so delicate, I'm trying to be careful. I mean, it's probably, it didn't rip or anything, but I was afraid I was going to rip it, because maybe it's not as delicate as I think, but I'm thinking that it's delicate, so I'm trying to be careful. I have a Michael's gift card here that is no good. I have used it. This is an older one from a couple years ago, like from a few years ago, not the one I just used. That one I threw away because I knew I already had one in my craft room to use for this, and I don't really need any more hanging out in here. I could even rip it off when I'm doing this, you know, even being careful not to rip this hand off right there. Okay, so I think I can cut this extra little piece of paper off here without doing too much damage with my scissors. Yep, can handle it. And now let me get this piece off the side here. So I'm just going to cut, let me see, I'm trying to make sure you can see too. I want to cut, see, this is right next to the edge right there. So I can cut pretty close. Yeah, I think that is where I need to cut. I think that's going to be right next or even over the point, but I have this to deal with up here. So let me just move it over. I can always cut off more if I need to. Let's see how we do. Let me go up again one more. There we go. It's not coming loose. Okay, why aren't you coming loose? I guess it's just so thick. It's wet paper on both sides plus the cardstock, and this is really thick. This is not a file folder. I don't know what I put under here, but it's very thick, whatever kind of cardstock I use. It's not just file folder, I don't think. It just feels very, not as thick as cardboard or chipboard, but something really thick. Anyway, cute. Let's see, we do need some corner rounding and some distress ink on this one. Okay, very good. Now our distress ink. This little suit looks so cute with that color right there, I think. That is awesome. So that's a 1955 suit. Pretty cute. Pretty stylish, I would say. I like how this is framing this. Very nice. Okay, pretty. Add that to our done pile. Now let's corner around these two. This has got a little, what is that, a piece of paper from the back here. Cut that off. And round our corners. This is this is that really thick. It's like my corner rounder's like, yeah, I guess I'll go through it. There's a corner coming up here. Everything else looks like it's down good. Okay. Go ahead and round these corners. And then I'll check to make sure they're... Come on, corner rounder, you can do it. There we go. A little piece there. Okay, so we're checking corners on this one. There's a little bit of something there. Needs to be put down. A little something here. Something here. Okay, good to go on that one. We'll just stress it in a second. Did I already check this one? I think I did, but yep, that one's good to go. Okay, just stressing. I can picture these with a word on them, like your favorite word, something, journal or beauty or some whatever word you would like to put on here, but or a number. But like I said, I'm not going to do that because I feel like these are special and I don't want to do something to them that whoever gets these journals doesn't want on something special. Old paper doll. Old paper doll images, or not images, they're actually cutouts from a magazine, so images from a magazine. Okay, let me put that out of the way, put these in our done pile, clean off my little surface here, and see what else we needed to do if we have time. Yes, about 10 minutes. We can work 10 more minutes. So we have all our backings here. Well, let's look in our little box and see what else we wanted to do. I've got this piece to glue down. We already did some stickers. I would like to do something with this, but I haven't figured it out yet. So if you have an idea on what I could do with this, actually it was this side I wanted to use, the February. I guess I would cut out the word more. I mean, I do like this too, but I have to think about it. The year here is from the magazine, so if you have an idea what I could do with this, as far as, I mean, I could cut it out and make it, put it on, you know, back this part onto file folder, or I could cut the word February out and put that like on the side of a page. That would be cool. But, or I could just stick it in the ephemera folder like this, or cut out the word February, and somebody could have fun with this. So I might do that and let somebody else decide what they want to do with it, you know. I'm thinking I would, first of all, I would cut out the date and keep that somewhere. Put that with one of the journals so that somebody could see that date and use that somewhere. And then second of all, I think I would cut out the word February and use that, or just put it in the ephemera folder for someone to use. But if you have a better idea, let me know. And I'm not going to do anything right now until after I post this video. And if somebody says, hey, do this, and I think it's a great idea, then I might do it, right? So that I'm going to put to the side. I'm going to put this in my, this is my done ephemera, except for these. I want to put the string in. These little tags right here, all the little, they have little red hearts on them. They're really pretty. They're like, they have a heart design in the cardstock, like with white, and then they have the little red hearts on that. So really, really pretty. That's just this. That goes in my other. That's a scrap. Okay, this is all the rest of the done stuff ready to go. This is actually a scrap too that I need to put on something. So these are the ready to go things from that bunch of stuff. I have several piles of ready to go things here. So let me see. I don't know if my regular scissors will cut this. It probably will, but these little Westcott scissors seem to be super sharp, and they're really working out for me. I have showed you those that I was trying them in one of my thrifted videos, and they're working out very well. They're very sharp, so they're cutting fabric and everything, so it's awesome. So let's cut some strings here. This is the ribbon that I had got at Michael's in that pack, one of the pieces. That was in that little, it was called a scrap ribbon pack. And I said it was like $2.40, and I had got it with a 40 or 50% off coupon because it was regular price, and I had a coupon for an amount. So there's one done. I gotta get some of this glue off my fingers, sorry. Just gluing just now, and I just got glue everywhere. So let's cut a few pieces here so we can get these done. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's going to go in my box here. And I just dropped one somewhere. Grab it. Okay. Dropped it right off the table. Okay, so then all these will be done. Actually, this would be a cute little, I'll show you what I have here that I kind of wanted to use, but I haven't figured out what to do with it yet. I have these little stevia packets, and they say life is sweet, and they have this little girl on a bike, or girl on a bike, and these pretty, it's just pretty purple and the little leaves around. And then this could be a tag, and here this could be a little pocket with a tag in it. I don't know. I just really haven't figured out if I want to glue this down on something or what to do with this. So if you have ideas about that, let me know. But somehow I want to combine that with put those in my journal or something. One of my journals here that I'm doing for Valentine's. So just figuring that out. So these will be done. And then I have a few more pieces from the magazine here that if we have time, we will get those done. And so this is just, you know, about, this video is about making ephemera specifically for these journals, and using some of the stuff from the journals and some of the, you know, the original books, and from other things that I had, you know, was thinking like I'd like to use this. This is Valentine-y, and I'd like to, you know, do something with this for these journals, like that children's magazine. So, oh, I didn't cut enough ribbon. Okay, gotta get one more piece. But all this ephemera that I showed you today will be divided among the 3 journals. And I probably have other stuff I need, but the 3 journals in the pockets and tuck spots and things, and then also in the ephemera folders. I really think I have plenty of ephemera made at this point, especially if I finish up these last few pieces I have here, like this piece right here. I might look through and see, you know, I do need to back this onto, at least onto a file folder so that it's preserved, because it's from that old magazine. And then I wanted to do something with this. I think it's really cool. And this is that, you know, comic strip. Let's see, it's this piece, and, oh, this is just a scrap. Okay, I don't need that. And then this was so pretty, I wanted to do something with that. And, oh, I have some tags here. Hearts, stickers. The rest of it's just, I have tags in case I need to use one of those or want to use one of those. The rest of it's just, oh, here's 2 pieces from the magazine. That's from the magazine, and this is just from a basic reader. It says right on the top there. I just like that overall vintage look of this piece of scrap, really. So, and then there's some Edith Holden in here. There's a piece of music that I like, this bottom little farm here. I like that. So I'm going to put those in there as scraps right now and put these back in here and concentrate on our last few minutes here. Really, I only have another minute to do something with online on the camera video here. Oh, I wonder if this could go on here. That would be neat. It fits right on there, doesn't it? Wow, that's awesome. That's going on there. Let's see if we want to layer it with any lace under here somewhere. Gonna put the lace right there and then put this up. I like it down right on the bottom though. So I'll put the lace up here. I'll put the lace up here. No, I think the lace needs to go down here and right there, and that would be cool and pretty. And it would be a big journaling card. You can write on the back. Do I want to put it on this side? I actually think it looks better on this side. To write all over here or do other things to it, whatever. So let's glue this down like right there with some, I've been using, last night I was just using my art glitter glue to glue some lace down, so I know it works. So let's do that real quick before my video is over. I just don't like to go over an hour, because one time I went over an hour just for a video, and my video just poofed into thin air and went away. So that's not cool. Because everything's done at this point that I wanted to show you, and then I wouldn't be able to show you what I was doing. Okay, let's put some glue on the back of this really quick before it reaches an hour, and who knows what's going to happen. Okay, plenty of glue there on the edge. Well, here's an edge right here. Get this little edge, 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 edge. When I put it down, you know how it kind of like, it'll spread out to the edge. So put this right on the bottom of the card, right over the lace. And this is from a vintage children's either dictionary, or I don't remember which one it was from, or encyclopedia, one of those. And so it was, trying to think what year these were from, maybe early 70s, possibly, if I'm remembering it all right, at all right. A little bit right here, a little blue, and I'm going to have to say goodbye at this point. But that was fun. I liked playing with the paper dolls and just, saving them from being torn or disintegrating, deteriorating anymore. So that looks like it's all glued down real good there. So I'm going to let this dry. I think that's really pretty. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ephemera process. That's probably the last I'll do on camera of the ephemera, because I got, like I said, quite a bit here. And then maybe I will come back with some of the binding, and then we'll go from there with a final flip through of these 3 journals I'm working on. So thanks for watching. Happy crafting, and see you next time.